In this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about galleries and how to add a gallery to your site. A lot of the templates that I created, especially for like salons and lashes and stuff, don't have a gallery. So I'm actually going to show you not only how to edit your gallery, but I'm going to show you how to add a page and add a really easy gallery page. So here we are on our wedding and event template, planner template. And this is just the gallery page. So let me kind of show you here. Pretty simple. Um, these I have set up so that they just come up, but there's no information. It's just taking a minute. Hold on. There we go. Um, so let me kind of show you, first of all, the settings, and then I'm going to show you how to add a new gallery. So all you need to do when you get these templates, they're going to have some stock images in there to make them look pretty. But all you need to do is go in here to manage media. And if you want to select all and delete those, you can delete all of the stock images and then come through here and add your own. You can add images, you can add video, you can even add text in here. So all you need to do is go into your images and grab some of these here. Add your images and then add to gallery. And then when they're in here, you can also go through. I do this a lot. If you're not quite liking the way they look, you can definitely go through here. And I don't know why that's coming up like that. Usually you can see them. I don't know why that's looking weird, but normally that doesn't. There we go. I was like, I don't know why that looks like that. Um, but you can kind of slide those around. I think this is just a weird glitch. It doesn't usually look like that. It's usually shows you exactly where you're putting them. Hold on, let me go in and out of here. See if it changes. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. I don't know why that was doing that. That's the other thing with Wix, I guess I should point out. Every once in a while, it kind of glitches a little bit. Any kind of technology is going to. So just go out and sometimes I'll even save the site and refresh if it's being temperamental. So that's pretty easy. Actually, I want to show you one more thing in the manage media. So if we come in here, you'll notice this title. So let's actually do the very first. So right now I don't have that it shows the title, but let's say you wanted to put a title and description. So let's say we wanted to say Jones Wedding. Now, obviously, I'm using a wedding website, but this could be applicable for any business. And then beautiful table setting. I don't know. Actually, even like I have a client that I worked with that does rentals, and instead of putting them like in a shop, she wanted to do a gallery like this. So she actually put like what it was and the details and how many she had available and the size. So you can kind of use this however you want. So I'm going to show you in the settings here. Like I said, if you notice here right now, when I click on that image, just the image comes up, but I'm going to show you how to show that title that I just put in there. So let's go back to editor. So if you come in here, I'm not going to show you so much all the settings, more just where they are because there's so many. But if you click on here in settings, you can see that there's, first of all, a ton of different layouts that you can choose from. Grid or masonry tends to be my favorite. So you can see here grid, it's going to have them all the same size. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like if we change it. It's going to put some of those, here we go. See how that one's a little bigger? It just kind of puts them different sizes. So I like either one of those. You can play around and, there's other layouts as well. Just kind of play around and switch them back and forth and see what you like. So right here is where we want to go to that title and description. If you go, or actually, no, I take that back somewhere else. Here in this one, I usually do play around with those thumbnail sizes. So again, you can just kind of play with them to see what you like. This is where you do the spacing. I don't typically use this load more, but if you do, then it only shows a few and then loads more. So let me show you that. It'll just show you a couple and it loads everything. So I don't ever find that I use that too much. Okay, let's go back here in settings. So again, you can kind of play around with this. Um, the layout, this is actually where I was looking. So settings. So right here, if you go into, right here, it's going to show you, link opens, nothing happens, and we have it open and expand mode. So you can play around with that too. But right here is where I was going to show you that customize expand mode in just a second. But first of all, I also want to show you here. You can have a heart counter, social sharing, or download. So most of the time, I mean, you don't want people to be able to download them. But if you do for some reason, if you had a rental company, like I said, you might want them to be able to download. So you can decide if you want people to be able to share on social media or download. I'll show you what those look like. And then in this customize expand mode, that's where you're going to show right here. You can see there's no title or description showing, but we want to go ahead and do that. And then you can actually even add a link if you wanted to do that as well. You can show here how it shows up. And then if we come back here now and preview, you can see here when we click on that, it's going to bring up that description. So if you do have that set, just make sure, that you have, because a lot of times I see this happen where people have like some weird image title on there. So just make sure that those are all titled the way that you want. So now I'm going to go ahead. Let me come to one of my, sorry, too many tabs open. Here we go. Um, so let me go ahead. This is a site that doesn't just happens to not have a gallery, but let's say we want to add a gallery. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and manage pages. I'm going to show you a few different things in here. This will be a little bonus. Add a page, blank page, and then we'll call this gallery. And let's say we want to move this down under about. So another thing that I like to do a lot of times on these sites is, let's say that I really want a nice little, um, intro for my, let's use actually, um, let's use about. So let's say I want to have something above my gallery. You can come in here to this section. I'm going to copy this. I didn't show you this in the section, so this is kind of a little bonus. Let's go ahead and paste that. And instead of all this stuff, let's just put gallery. And then we're probably going to want to change this. So we'll just put this one in here. Okay, so now what we want to do, we've got this section here. So all I'm going to do is come in here to add elements to my gallery. And then you can see here all the different galleries you can choose from. Let's go ahead and do my masonry. I'm going to add that. And the reason, one of the couple of reasons I wanted to show you this, but one was because you can see here that it's kind of small. So if you want, I typically stretch it to the full width of the page. And then you can add some margins here if you want. And now you can come in and just start again adding that media. So we're going to go ahead and select all and delete. And now you can kind of come in here and start. I'll just add some of those site files. Add to gallery. And again, you can play with, let's go ahead and make those a little bigger since I didn't add that many. There we go. Those are kind of big, but you get the point. So now you've got this nice little gallery page with all your images, and then that also is going to show up here on your menu. I'll give you a little bonus on that one, but that's how easy it is to add and edit your galleries in Wix.